Wow, The Last of Us Episode 2 titled Infected has spread its sickness all over social media again because this episode was so dramatic to say the least. Starting off Episode 2 in Indonesia with Dr. Ibu Ratna getting her lunch interrupted by soldiers, she is transported to a research facility where we see a woman with a bullet to the head. This is where she discovers the fungus is still alive in the dead body and freaks out, rightfully so. The soldier explains to her how this happened, and if the intensity level wasn't high enough, the doctor drops this bombshell of a statement.
Bapak, saya telah menghabiskan waktu hidup saya untuk mempelajari hal ini. Jadi tolong dengarkan saya baik-baik. Tidak ada obat dan tidak ada vaksin.
Jadi apa yang harus kami lakukan?
Bom. Mulailah pengoboman. Bom seluruh kota dan seluruh orang yang ada di dalamnya.
Picking back up with Ellie and the crew, Tess and Joel are still skeptical if Ellie is sick, and she's still showing no signs of turning. Eventually, Ellie tells them about the doctors and the Fireflies maybe finding a cure, and that's why she's important. You know, Joel is still skeptical, but of course, like men, we always do what a pretty woman tells us, and he goes against his gut to turn back around. I really do love how it's lockstep for step with the game, but it's still telling his own story. Also, when they are in the hotel trying to figure out whether to go the long way or the short way, and then you see a sea of infected, it's absolutely brutal. For one, it looks disgusting. And two, it's just sad seeing how many people went there for refuge and then get killed and turn to infected. Now, once they get in the museum, the anxiety levels get ratcheted up once you see the first dead body, and you just know it's a clicker coming up. And boy, the moment didn't disappoint. They look so ugly, and the sound they make is so terrifying. It gives me like those PTSD, like it's giving me PTSD from the video game. Also, just the detail to show that they are blind is dope. I'll tell you what, I'm jealous of all you non-gamers watching this for the first time because I already knew what was coming. Now we get to the Capitol building and all the soldiers who were going to take Ellie back are dead. And we see Tess freaking out,
Oops,
doing a little
right?
too much. And then Ellie calls her out for being infected. And this scene just rips your heart. Even
This was
knowing
3
this
weeks.
coming, this scene hurts so
I was
bad.
bitten an hour
Tess
ago
was
and
such
it's
a
already
badass, but they didn't have to
fucking
make her
real,
go out
Joel.
bad like this. Why did the zombie have to make out with her with his fungus tongue? I was praying the lighter work just for her sake so she didn't have to go through that anymore. Probably the most disgusting thing I've seen on TV, but her sacrifice paid off as Joel saved Ellie and the fight to save humanity lives on, and that's the end of the episode. My final thoughts on this episode is no matter how good video game graphics are, the emotions hit different when you see real people on the screen. Also love that we're getting some backstory, like the outbreak could have started in Indonesia and how all of the runners and clickers are all connected with the fungus, like the fungus has a mind of its own. Just dope. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment what you thought about the latest episode, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. See y'all next week.